तुझे लगे तू है काफी फेमस, आइडियल इन्फ्लुएंसर, नई नई तितली तू बाहर निकली है, ना बना बातें जो नहीं परवाह, चल चल हवा आने दे, सर मेरा दुखने लगा है ये तेरी बातें सुन के, मुझे लगे बातें तेरी पढ़ाना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रे, ब्ला 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 ब्ला, मुझे लगे बातें तेरी पढ़ाना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रे, ब्ला 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 ब्ला। देखे मुझे तेरी सारी फ्रेंड्स, रेट करे मेरे लिस्ट को 100 out of 10, चाहूँ मैं बस जल्दी हो ये सब एंड, तब होगा दी एंड, मुझे लगे बातें तेरी पढ़ाना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रे, ब्ला 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 ब्ला, मुझे लगे बातें तेरी पढ़ाना चाहे तू बड़े हो जा जरा दूर रे, ब्ला 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 ब्ला। चल हवा आने दे, मेरी जगह मत खा, सर मेरा दुखने लगा है ये तेरी बातें सुन के,
मुझे लगे बातें तेरी पढ़ाना चाहे तू बड़े जा जरा दूर रे, ब्ला 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 ब्ला,
मुझे लगे बातें तेरी।
Third shot, I'm wounded, empty. I cry out, but no one's listening now. But I can't back down. Third shot, I'm wounded, empty. Can't shout, 'cause no one hears me now. Still I can't back down. Constant storm, I won't ever fall, I won't turn around, I can't lose it all, so I keep running, I keep running. Constant storm, I won't ever fall, I won't turn around, I can't lose it all, so I keep running, I keep running. Third shot, I'm wounded, empty. I cry out, but no one's listening now. But I can't back down. Third shot, I'm wounded, empty. Can't shout, 'cause no one hears me now. Still I can't back down. Constant storm, I won't ever fall, I won't turn around, I can't lose it all, so I keep running, I keep running. Constant storm, I won't ever fall, I won't turn around, I can't lose it all, so I keep running, I keep running. Something out the dome grows. I feel that bass. Watching all the light moves upon your face. It's like a dream. The music
All right, there we go.
Here we are.
We didn't get
Hey,
the
sweet.
cue from the camera guy.
No, camera guy.
He was
Derek
gonna
Reed,
point
we
us in.
said
He
point
was-
when we're on.
He was going to
hanging out.
point,
Yeah.
and we got no point.
No point.
Kinsman
But
was just,
he's here to do the shoot. So
Yeah, thank you,
Derek
Derek.
Reed behind the camera tonight again. Studio 67
Yeah,
in beautiful downtown Timmins. And we've taken the show on the streets tonight of downtown
The
Timmins.
streets, that's right.
Yeah, with
there.
the BIA. We've got Cory Robin
Me.
hanging
Hi,
out here.
thanks for having me back.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on. We've got Emma, part of the street team and
That's right.
the BIA downtown, the Summer Street crew, and of course Stacy over
That's
this way. So yes,
There you go, Kinsman.
it's the BIA
You
here.
set it
And
up.
we're going for a walk, and
Yeah.
people said, "How can we be a part of this?" Well, you can come and find us and come ask Cory
Well, that's
questions
pretty
live
neat.
on the
I can-
show.
yeah, you can. We're gonna walk
Yeah.
up this way,
We're
and
gonna walk up here.
You're going to walk up, you know where you need a GPS.
I don't
there,
need
Kinsman.
GPS. Well, he's got
You-
my GPS.
You go from your house to the parking lot to your bed. So
That's it.
this is going to be something
This
new
is
for
quite,
Kinsman.
yes, this is some exercise on
Yeah.
a Wednesday night.
All
But
right.
let's go. So again, if you've got comments, we should say Cory came bearing gifts. Someone's going to win tonight $100 to the Downtown Timmins BIA.
oh yeah,
A gift certificate.
$250.
$250.
Kinsman
So
never
50
shows up
bucks.
to the
Well,
pre-planning
no, I
meeting.
knew this, but originally I said to one winner, but we're going to make two people happy. So one's going to win 50,
Yeah.
one's going to win 50.
All right, we're here to walk, not
Let's
to
walk.
talk
Let's go.
with you, Kinsman.
Let's go this
We're
way.
with Cory, so hold on.
Oh.
We got to follow with the camera, guys. So come on, Derek.
Follow with the camera,
We're gonna
dude.
be able to keep up
Yes.
with our
This is
wild
like-
pace.
perfectly scripted together.
Yeah.
We know what we're going to be.
Yeah.
So this is
This is
What are
Third
we
Ave.
doing?
This is 67 Third Ave.
So,
right at the Broadway.
Jennifer is asking, are you previously advised of places to avoid? No.
well. That's where we're going to start.
That's the first question I said.
No.
Where are we going?
No.
We're going to try and hit everything in the downtown BIA. Come on,
So
Derek.
maybe we'll just go up, and then when enough comments say turn left, we'll just turn left.
That's it.
We're just going to...
Good.
Ronnie's on the audio board in the studio.
Yeah, Ronnie's
So
working
this
the
is-
board.
By the way, this is where we are, 67th Third, the Broadway restaurant.
Broadway restaurant is right
Broadway
here.
Restaurant is one of the older restaurants here, and this is the Broadway Theater,
Yeah.
one of the first theaters here when this was just a mining camp.
Yeah.
We had a nice history tour a couple of years ago,
Okay.
Yeah.
which I would love to see brought back. One of those wish lists that I have to have that again.
The old theater.
The old theater.
This
Well,
is an old
Kinsman
theater.
would make a good projectionist.
A projection.
Projectionist.
Right?
Well,
The
remember,
old-
you had the chance to help out
I
with
went
the
to Imagine
projection.
Cinemas and I helped
Imagine
them out with their
Cinemas.
projectors.
Did you help
I
out or
know.
did you make it worse?
Yeah, I'm the technical guy. I definitely helped them, pal. But we love
here,
them.
here I want to point out that you're seeing some new owners investing in their buildings.
So
there's
you
new
want to turn
cladding.
over here, Derek?
Yeah.
There's new cladding at the cannabis company there. 'Cause that's
Okay,
a new owner of that
cannabis,
building. They put
yes.
some money into it, make it look nice. And next to it used to be a barber shop. It's got new cladding on the front. You know, people are investing and buying
Putting their
buildings
money
and
in
putting wonderful
downtown.
things into it.
Yes. Yeah.
So you got two new landlords now. Are they? Do we know where they're from? Are they local? They're from outside the community?
One I've met, and he's local, and the other one I have not met.
Okay.
I've been working my way through and meeting
Yeah.
as many people as I can, as we. But there's more than 200 businesses, and it just takes a little time. We're getting about that.
That's it.
We are getting there.
We're getting there.
All right. So if you have any questions about the Downtown Timmins BIA,
Fire them into the
the-
comment thread.
fire them into the comments.
Or come and find us on
Oh,
Third.
Joanne
You
says
can
it's
ask
hard
Cory
to
in
hear us.
person.
Oh,
So let me see here, Joanne. Ronnie's on the comments there, Joanne. So we're gonna get Derek to stay with us a little bit closer.
Joanne says it's hard to hear us.
So let me see here, Joanne. Anyway, you may get an echo, so I got to keep that down. But
That's it.
you should be able to hear
Should
it.
hear us okay there,
Yeah.
Joanne.
If you're having any audio issues, just let us know. We're on a wireless mic system as we're walking downtown. So I suggest starting with the volume button. Sometimes that helps.
It does.
All right, Cory. So where? Oh, Barb says she hears us fine. Thank
Okay,
you, Barb.
Okay, thank you, Barb.
So where are we off to? We're going to let you lead this tour.
well, I figure we would just do the classic Third Avenue for a bit to
Okay.
show. First and foremost, there's not a lot of people down here. I hear a lot of things about how scary and dangerous it is, and that's why we're doing this at
Right.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's quiet, it's peaceful.
Right.
So I figured we would walk up, talk about the light poles that we got announcement for this morning.
Yes, yeah. Tell us about that mat tax.
Yeah, so we all know about the municipal accommodation tax, right? And,
Yeah.
and we can point out one of these polls here.
Okay.
So the municipal
Yeah.
accommodation tax is whenever
Yeah.
someone comes to town, they pay an extra fee on their accommodations there. When they
Yeah.
rent their room, they get to keep it. So part of that comes to the city, and on the city side, we get about $500,000 a year, and we're really trying to focus on making the community better with it.
Okay.
So part of that is this community improvement grant. Another part is the grants to community organizations. So when like the Lions Club comes and they want to rent the MAC or something like that, that comes from somewhere. So that's coming from the MAT tax. So what we've done as the BIA is we said, well, there's this fund that's there, and our lights are really, they're terrible. They're finished. They are 10 years old to us, and they're secondhand from a BIA down south. So they're really at end of life. And that was the case we made, that they're old, they're done, we can't repair anymore. So we really need new ones. And there's this pool of money there designed to make the city a little bit better in
And
pieces.
to get the upgrades.
And to get the upgrades. So we put in a request as the BIA to buy new lights. And that price tag comes around $80,000 because they're over $1,000 each. We need 60. So we managed to get a good deal because we're buying 60. And we're going to, we passed that last night at council. I had to wait outside because conflict there. So I had to wait outside while they all argued over the lights. Eventually we got the lights. And we're going to figure out the finer details of what it is and how it works. But each one of these poles has that box that sticks out there.
Yeah.
That's actually a plug-in. And the box that sticks out with the plug-in is the light clips to the pole and plugs into that box.
Yeah.
And the only places in Timmins that have that set up is here downtown Timmins.
Okay.
So we're kicking it off.
We've got new
with-
innovative
with some good news.
technology here. Yeah.
Okay.
So the lights themselves, we don't know what they are yet because we have a couple of options, and we're going to let the board decide how they want to do that.
Okay.
It's not my call. It's actually the members who run the BIA.
Make a decision. So I don't want to miss some of the comments or questions.
Yep, no problem.
So Joanne says, what are they going to do with all these empty parking lots? So I assume the parking lots we're walking by, they're used up during the day.
Oh, they're full during the day.
For parking.
This one's about 60% full, and the other ones are between 80 and 100% full. Parking lots are full. In the evening, they are available if you want to use them for something. So, for example, the cannabis company did a 420 thing. They had a little event with pizza.
Yeah.
We actually, through the BIA, we cordoned off a section as the 420 celebration of this parking lot.
Okay.
It was over there closer to Westland Insurance. At the end of the day, they ended up using it in the back of their building. But that's it. These are available if you want to have some sort of event. And there's many events that happen downtown in the evenings. You just got to ask us. We'll be doing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament later this year on the street.
And again, you close down
And we shut down the street.
We'll
We'll
and have
accommodate
some
that.
fun. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, if you want to bring people downtown, I will help you bring people downtown.
So Paul Sparky says, what are your thoughts on nothing ever changing in this town?
Not with
Does
that
the-
attitude.
Okay.
That's really it. You know who makes a change? People who want it. If you want to make change, go do so.
Yeah.
Right? Be a small business owner and try. Run for politics like I did.
And make the change.
Make the change. Do it.
If you've got an idea, bring it to the table.
Take a look at TFEC. Those guys work their asses off to bring us a concert every year. They're volunteer. They all have full-time jobs outside of that. They're the people who woke up one morning and said, if we're going to change the city, it's going to be those of us right now who make that
Bringing
change.
a kick-ass concert
Yep.
to Timmins.
We
And
love
look
it.
at the lineup this year. It's
Right.
a three-day event this year.
It's fantastic. I can't wait to go.
Yeah, July
So
18th.
that's my response to that. You want to see change, make it.
Joanne Savard says, you may think it's peaceful, but when you get pushed by someone asking you for money at 10 in the morning, I don't find that very peaceful.
Yeah, that really sucks. And you are absolutely right to say no, and I say no all the time. And being down here for the last 10 years, that's less and less and less and less. You'll notice the benches are back. You'll notice that when you come down to the bank, you're not as harassed as you used to be because some of the basic needs of people are being met. So they're bugging for cash less.
Okay. So have we, I know at one point, and it may still be going on, but we had a security guard that patrolled downtown.
Yeah, how's that going?
What's the current status?
They're still doing that.
Okay.
And that's part of the of driving through. And he's looking for and reporting instances of loitering where people are gathered and they probably shouldn't be in that area. Or I think they've actually stopped a few break-ins where they drive by and there's a guy with a pipe at a window and he just rolls down the window and says, "Hey, yo," and then they call the police, and that prevents a break-in. Those are little things like there's that kind of thing is hard to measure because he's preventing the things we're measuring.
Okay.
Let's cross.
So the security guard, he works, is it certain hours? Do they have someone on 24/7?
Yeah, is it all night?
It's overnight.
Okay.
And he travels the city, so he's got a routine. He goes from one end to the other, and he just drives through. He's not circling any particular blocks over and over and over again, but it's just to say that there is someone that could spot you, and everyone knows it.
Paul said I got his question wrong, so if you could type it in again, we'll try to get.
Okay.
Okay. Sonia says, "No, don't forget, guys. This is Cory's other job about the BIA. Let's stick to questions about the downtown."
Hey, if Sonia's still in her shop,
Yeah, Sonia's there. Come on out, Sonia.
We're about to cross.
we're gonna cross.
Sweet Free's here. Paul's a board member of ours.
Yeah.
URL.
Right there, Sweet Freeze.
Yeah, Paul helps direct.
Yeah.
What my job description is. This is new.
Yes.
Just to highlight
Company.
last year's Win the Space winners, Chow Sandwich Company. They're
Yeah.
coming here. When are they opening? I can't tell you because I'm not
They're
allowed.
still under
or I don't
demo.
know.
Right.
They're posting progress as they go.
And I should say, when the Magic Men come here, June the 15th, Chow is catering the lunch at Full Beard.
They are.
And we're going to give someone an opportunity to eat lunch with the men.
The Magic Men, who
Yes.
just posted, they just hit Canada.
Yeah.
Their world tour in
Um,
Montreal just a few days ago.
That's happening at the Folder?
So,
Magic Men's at the ballroom.
At the
Mac
bar.
Ballroom,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
yeah, that's
8
right.
o'clock on the 15th.
So I have my phone with me, and I'm following along for any questions, comments, concerns. We'll do our best to get to them all.
Remember the old banks there? HSBC was there, and Canada
Yes.
Trust was there.
Mango Delight now. over
The
there.
Mango Delight is the old Pizza logo. If you've been around that long,
How many vacant buildings do you think we have in the downtown area? Or
top
the
of my
percent?
head, somewhere around 10 or 12,
10 or 12. Out of how many approximately?
300 or 400.
Okay. So it's a very low percentage are vacant.
Yeah, there's a couple of vacant storefronts, but the building on top is full. People live above it.
We're not jaywalking, are we?
No, it's
No,
the
the
we're
usual
on
KINZ.
flashing lights
Yeah.
now. But did you look both ways, Klomp?
I looked at my phone.
We're all
like
right.
usual.
Don't worry. We won't let anybody
Yeah,
run
so-
into you.
This is basically the gem of downtown, right here. These 2 blocks here.
Yeah.
And this is where we intend on having our downtown urban park.
Yes, the Urban Park Markets.
And honestly, Emma's been doing such a good job these last few years. Emma and Stacy, they're like this team that brings it together.
Yeah.
So when you enjoy the urban park and you enjoy the farmers market that's down here, I have nothing to do with that except to just make sure that they showed up for work in the morning and did a fantastic job. So they have to
Come
take
on
all
in,
the credit.
Emma.
Yeah, come on
So
in.
Yeah.
let's have Emma. You want to explain
Um,
what are we doing?
so
I don't know what we're doing. Let's
we're
start here.
continuing on with the Urban Park and the Urban Park Market every Wednesday and Thursday downtown this summer. So the Urban Park, every Wednesday, we close down these 2 blocks and we put on kids activities, activities for youth and for families of all ages. We have community organizations who set up booths. They provide info to the public. They provide free activities. It's just a lovely way to get out of the office, get out of the house for a bit, come downtown, meet people, play some games, get some free snacks. That's always a big hit.
It is, yeah.
This year, we're making a very conscious effort to make sure that older youth and younger youth are represented at the Urban Park. So we're planning, just at the BIA alone, we're planning an activity for younger youth and for older youth to be able to participate in. So the event runs every Wednesday from 10 until 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you can follow the Downtown Timmins Facebook page to learn what's happening that week. You can see a list of our themes posted on there right now. The farmers market happens every Thursday from 11 to 2, and it is rain until shine. So rain or shine, sorry.
Yeah.
So even if it's a little rainy, come on down, grab your food, bring your umbrella. We're Northerners, we're hardy.
Yeah,
we can,
that's it.
we can survive the elements.
And you've got little seating areas if people want to have a sit.
If it's nice out, we do. If it's
That's
raining,
right.
we normally don't. But
But always a good spread. And again, you talk about hardworking, people who put time into the Downtown Timmins BIA. Emma, this is your 5th season coming back. So
I
there
don't know
must
why
be
they
a
kept
good
me
reason.
around this long,
They
but
kept-
Right?
they kept
You
people
love
like
working
it.
here. Yeah.
Kinsman's been here 4. He ain't gonna make 5. I'll tell you that. Okay. But no, we both appreciate the work you folks are doing, and
Yeah,
it's a
we
fun
sure do.
time.
It's a fun time.
We've
for
been to a bunch of them. Gives a chance to meet some of the awesome vendors in our community. So you have a fist pound of that.
Yeah.
Fist pound.
All right, Cory,
Jamie, this
where
fist
are we going?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's go this way. Let's take a left.
So, want to take a left over here?
Sheila wanted to know how many vacant stores
Okay.
downtown. I believe the answer is between 10 and 12.
Yeah, there's 10 or 12 buildings that are downtown.
Buildings,
But places to lease, there's somewhere between 50 and 60, and they're going to be like places in the plaza, the Palace Plaza, things like that. But as far as whole empty buildings, there's not a whole lot.
Okay.
But if you want to rent a place and open up a store downtown or a service, there's room for you.
Yeah. Do we, question press, do we, outside of this, do we plan on testing the new Sandy Falls golf course beer? We test every beer at
We
Full
test
Beer.
it all.
Okay, that's a definite yes.
Hey, speaking of beer,
All right,
Sparks has a license now.
Yeah,
Yes.
they've
And
got full beard in
And
there
I was
now.
trying to convince him to maybe expand his license out to the patio, but he can't. But
We need,
we need a licensed
some-
patio.
we need a licensed patio.
Yeah.
Can we
Back
move
when we
forward
had
on that?
those patios,
And-
are we getting those patios back in downtown?
That's a good question. And the short answer is if you want to buy a patio, you can.
Yeah.
That one time it all came out, that was a generous donation of Newmont, which they did not continue past the pandemic.
Okay.
So those still exist and they're still available for rent through that company, but it's not through us.
It's not to you folks, but it would be nice, if you want to brighten things up here in the evening, some patios, some music,
Patio lanterns.
patio lanterns.
Patio lanterns.
Okay, so we're coming up to some construction here.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about the construction.
So this is part of that connecting link, tens of millions of dollars from the province to fix this road.
Mm-hmm.
It's a connecting link because it's other than Algonquin, it's Highway 101, and the province does those connecting links that are highways, especially since we got all the mining traffic that comes through. So this is the section for this year. It's caused a lot of chaos and consternation downtown, but we're going to work through it as best we can. And it starts at Balsam's right over here.
Yeah, it comes right up.
It goes right up to the Empire, and the overpass is gone. And I'm just sad the overpass is gone.
You're
Like, let
sad
me
the
just say that.
overpass is gone. Well,
Hey.
so Ted, like the question
Let's take a laneway.
everyone wants to know is when's the construction scheduled to be finished?
The construction will be finished when it's finished, and that's the best answer I can give you.
Because
They're gonna work as long as they can
okay,
because the contract is all the way to Brunette,
okay.
and then they want to make sure they hit as close as they can to Brunette.
So we're looking somewhere like probably September, October.
Yeah, but the first or second frost, we'll start to see them button it up.
Starting to button it up and then get ready for next year's construction.
We're at the back of another board member. This is Daisy Baines. This is the back of her restaurant, which is the
That's the Punjabi
restaurant,
Yeah.
which is one of the fantastic places to eat downtown.
It is.
There's a few Indian places, and I think that's fantastic because when I grew up, I didn't even know what a curry was, and now I can get curry 3 different places in 3 different styles.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
There's samosas.
And I want to tell you this,
sausages.
on the weekends, Friday through Sundays in the evenings,
Yeah, that cart.
they have
is
the
open.
Indian street cart out
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
with music playing and get some food.
Yeah.
So Daisy, I feel, is doing a great job and bringing some vibrancy in the
vibrancy
evening.
downtown, and that's part of that whole attitude about if you want to see change, you got to make it. Her business is going to be very negatively impacted by the construction. They're taking out her sidewalk next week, so this whole separate cart that's going out there is really integral to keeping this small
So
restaurant
make
alive.
sure you keep it flowing. And
So,
again, they had the party the other weekend for their 1-year anniversary.
That's right.
And
That's
again,
right.
people lining up till 11:30 at night for
Yeah,
all you can eat.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So the laneway, when you hear some safety concerns about downtown Timmins,
Yeah.
you hear a lot of talk about the laneways.
The laneways, yes.
Right? So
Like this
not
one.
necessarily front and center in public view. So
That's why we've taken off the 3rd Avenue. We're going to go through a laneway.
yeah.
It's look, it's clean. Like
So we just had the community clean
We
up,
had it-
right?
yeah,
They-
Yeah.
They
it was
did a great
fantastic.
job. But do the guards, do we have street patrol coming through the laneways in the evenings at high risk times?
So there's an eyeball on at night.
Yeah.
Either through driving or just to look to see
Okay.
if there's any big curmudgeonly going on, something
Okay.
happening. If there's nothing, it's no big deal to keep moving.
Okay.
So if there's a congregation, so basically if he comes down here and he sees a guy with a crowbar at this door,
Right.
okay,
Okay.
that's a suspicious activity.
Yeah.
That's a phone call to the police. If he sees a guy just walking down, that's not suspicious activity. That's not a call. So the idea is, if you're going to be the kind of guy who walks around with a crowbar, you already know that there's a dude who you'll find sometime throughout the night keeping an eye out on stuff. So you're going to be a little less open about it. Crime still happens, but brazen crime is a lot less.
Well, that's
So we have the one guard that's still patrolling in the evening.
patrolling.
Okay.
And that was a 2,500 pounds of garbage brought up by all the volunteers in our community. The BIA did a
Quite
block.
the cleanup.
Yeah.
Chamber of Commerce is in this building up top, and I think they did this block.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the extra litter was picked up. Now the city's job is to make sure the street itself is clean,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a dedicated guy downtown. I keep wanting to call everybody dudes.
Mhm.
We have a dedicated dude downtown.
I know. We see him all the time. Yeah.
He's
Good
fantastic.
dudes.
He just goes by, he picks up all the litter.
Yeah.
Love Ryan.
Brian's his name?
Yeah, Ryan.
Shout out to Brian. I say hi to him.
Brian
I
is awesome.
say hi to him all the time.
Yeah.
He does do an amazing job.
does.
He walks around, picks up the litter. He keeps the streets as clean as possible.
And then it's up to the BIA and myself. Like I go around and I stop and I pick up a little bit here and there when I see it, because it takes all of us to keep it clean. It takes a few people to mess it up, but if we all work together to keep it clean,
That's
we have a
right.
beautiful
Everybody
downtown.
keeps things nice and tidy.
So
It-
we
it-
have a bunch of questions about the Empire Hotel for an update. Obviously, we're very concerned about all the citizens that were displaced.
Yeah.
Do you get feedback based off of, have some found new apartments, homes? Are they in hotels?
Okay. Yeah, I have received some updates from the DSAB as a board member from there. So if I put my counselor hat on, I can tell you that everybody was evacuated and they were all safely at the Ramada.
Mhm.
Most, I don't think all, but most have been rehomed with family, with relatives, with friends out of the Ramada. I don't have the specific numbers. I don't get that kind of detail.
Right.
But I do know that many of the people that were homeless as a result of this fire
Right.
are sleeping in a comfortable, warm, safe, friendly bed tonight. Most.
And you see pictures, drone shots throughout the city.
Yeah.
They were able to salvage the roofs
So that's the
and to rebuild a new roof.
that's your information is as good as mine. As a counselor, I don't get that kind of information, and as a BIA, they don't give it to me either. So my information is based on the same.
They're renting as we speak. Right?
So they're not tearing it down. So
Mhm.
someone's rebuilding it. So that's fantastic.
Well,
so
that's good.
I'm optimistic and hopeful that we'll see it back up to normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this first name wrong.
Oh,
Kinessa? Sorry, Hale or Hallie. Anyway, I'm gonna read your question. My apologies if I got your name wrong. How are we going to address stigma for those struggling with mental health and addiction and racism downtown?
well, that's a big
It's a big question.
That's a big question.
That's a valid and great question.
Well, actually, I'll show you.
Okay.
So this is one of the biggest trouble spots. You'll see that there's fencing put around here. This is private property, private owners securing their property. This is one of the hot spots in our community.
Yeah.
We're gonna let we'll make sure Derek stays close so we don't lose the mic sound.
Yeah,
Well, that's it.
So this is one of the hot spots.
This is. And these are good people generally.
Yeah.
Hey guys. How you been? What you got? Oh, I'm listening to some Metallica here in the
Yeah,
elevator.
that's one of the needle drop-off boxes.
Yeah, we got a bit of mess here. I don't want to highlight, the stronger issues, but I wanted to say that we're not afraid of it. I'm here.
Yeah.
We're walking here. We're safe. I wouldn't recommend everybody walk through the alleyway if they're not
That's it,
comfortable.
Yeah.
as they say.
But I'd rather, people have a right to stay and hang out and
Mhm.
just live. And this is the life that they've chosen to live. It's different than mine, but I'm safe standing here as a group of us. There's no reason really to be fearful. And I'm showing you because this is the reality of our lives here in Downtown Timmins. We were on 3rd Avenue, and on 3rd Avenue, you don't see any of it because it's all come to the alleyway. And while this is an uncomfortable thing to be a part of, I did not expect 4 people to be back here. As long as they're not lighting fires, because what happened here is in this corner, and I can show you, this is where somebody lit a fire.
Okay.
So while we have homeless people like this who are just trying to figure out their lives, we do have a few who are okay to start a fire, and we need to stop that. Destruction is something that we need to step up on.
Yeah.
Well, if you found out who was lighting these fires, then they would be in jail for arson.
And part of it, you
but
know,
that doesn't mean that everybody we encounter. Do I think that these 4 people are going to start a fire here? No, I don't.
so like outside of your mandate and influence would be services have failed the hundreds of thousands of people in our country.
Yeah.
I know that's outside the Downtown Timmins BIA mandate, but are you advocates to pursue services for people who need and want the help?
There's a bunch of different things we're going on.
Yeah.
Before I get into the sun. So tiny homes is something we're talking about.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't be here if they could afford a place to live. And a price in Timmins is $1,200 to $2,000. People on ODSP, people who can't, work a minimum wage reliably, people with mental health who are unreliable and can't make that kind of money, or on welfare, don't have a place to live because there's nowhere for them to afford to live. So they end up on the street. If you want to be in a house, you can go through that. If you want to have a nice room over your head, you can go to living space. If you are in the throes of being of addiction, if you are addicted to something and that has consumed your life, my heartfelt thoughts out to you, because this is where you're at. We need homes for people because that'll solve homelessness. We need opportunities for treatment to say, yes, here's something. When you're ready to go there, do it. Just like quitting smoking. No one can tell you to quit smoking. You have to figure out how to do it. Exactly. And then the what is that called? The early bail system. That's a problem. Catch and release, everyone is calling it. Is what they call it. Is if this person came over here, smashed this window right now, and then went back over there, the cops can arrest them for smashing a window. And since it's property damage, you're not even going to get a night in jail. And things like that need to be addressed, and that's well beyond. So BIA lobbies to the city. We got a new police chief. I've already met him, and then we work with the police chief to go to the provincial and federal governments to say these are the things that you need to fix for us. And this is what the problems we're seeing. And this has been going on for years.
What do you say to folks that, when they comment, stop busing people or bringing people to Timmins, this is becoming a hub for people that are homeless? Do you know any of the stats? I know, once again, it's outside the BIA mandate, but you're connected in many ways in this community. So where does the truth lie?
The truth lies in how do I frame that without sounding crazy? The truth is not 0, but not 10. So on any given day, someone may get off the bus from here. But on any given day, someone's leaving. Over the last 10 years, it's been between 150 and 200 people, give or take. Sometimes 150, sometimes 200, then back down to 150. It's never been more than that. So if we're getting all these people in, where are they? And then one of the stats I've heard is someone had a whole bus show up with 50 people in it. Well, 50 people would overwhelm our entire system. So for every person we're sending out to Cochrane, back up the coast, down south, someone gets sent up here. And a good example of this is one of the programs of Reaching Home. Mark, if you came up to me and said, I have a cousin down south who will take me and help me figure this out. There's the DSAB, there's the city, there's groups that will put you on a bus to your cousins.
Support systems down in place.
But they'll call. So they'll call. They'll be like, hey, you know Mark? And yeah, he's okay to stay there? Yeah, okay, well, he's coming on a bus. So that instance where we send someone to wherever for their family, people send their family members here to us. So the Toronto Homeless Center says, okay, well, you're from Timmins. Is there anybody in Timmins who can help you? Yeah, my Aunt Kathy will help me.
Support systems,
There's a support system in
you got to
Timmins.
make sure you're not just...
So they'll call and they'll be like, hey, Kathy, can you take Jamie in Timmins? And she says, yes, on the bus you go.
Right.
Whether you follow through with that once you get here, that's a different story. But people are mobile that way.
Right.
You see a lot of the misconceptions, or maybe you can add some, maybe some truth to this. People being bussed in. There's, hundreds of dollars the city gets per person in here.
Oh, absolutely not. No, we don't get any funding from anybody for that. The living space is actually funded by the province, and it's a flow through. So living space needs X. Province gives the DSAB X. DSAB gives the living space operating money of X. There's no carve out for the city. And we don't get any additional funding except for that one time where we have that, that's almost $1 million for the Safer Cities Act from the province or the feds, can't remember who, where that was distributed towards trying to help with all these issues. But when we do a count and there's 200, nowhere does that get a box and a check written for that. Nowhere is there, welcome to Timmins, thank you, what's your name and address, and then we send a check to somebody sends us a check. No, we don't have any of those supports. Nobody's getting any benefit, bonus, payment, city-wise, government-wise, or anything for anybody being shipped here.
Selena wants to know, I would like to know if Cory, he says I assume it's Cory, finds it safe, would you let your family walk through this laneway?
Would I let my family walk through this laneway? What I tell my girls is if they're comfortable, go ahead. And if they're uncomfortable, there's nothing wrong with not coming down the laneway. And if you are in doubt or in danger, you find someone who you're comfortable with. There's nothing wrong with walking. I walk this alleyway by myself, but I'm me. Yeah. Not everybody walks this alleyway.
Yeah, and you're also male, and you got a stature.
I'm kind of a big dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's probably a little bit different than someone who's elderly.
No, and that's absolutely valid.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is make sure you feel safe going to the bank. So let's take a walk out of the bank.
I'm thinking of you, KINZ.
You're looking out for me the next time I go to the ATM.
So what I did the other day is, I do a walkabout.
Okay.
I do a walkabout. And we'll get back to the safety question in just a second. So there's children. So I do a walkabout almost every other day. And the other day I saw a lady who she passed out here in the bushes. What I want you to feel safe is that if you parked in front of Don's and you wanted to get out and go to CIBC, I want you to know that you're safe here, especially during the day. And I would like to come back because during the day there was got to be 300 people on the street just walking around hanging out. And there's no reason for you to be afraid. And like every other city ever, there's always going to be that back alleyway where people are going to be that make you uncomfortable. And your level of comfort is different than everybody else's. So if you're uncomfortable walking that laneway, by all means, avoid the laneway. Right. If you're uncomfortable walking from Don's Pizzeria to CIBC, then we need to have a conversation about where is your real fear? Because you shouldn't be. Because I come downtown, I let my daughters walk up. They're young. They come down Pine. My office is just over here. And, go get an ice cream. Go down to Pine Dairy Bar. Go get an ice cream. I'm more worried about her getting hit by a car at that steep stoplight than anything else in town. But I do tell her, if you're uncomfortable and someone's making you uncomfortable, you are more than welcome to go around. Right. And I would avoid the laneways because she's 11 years old. That's my advice. So are you safe downtown? I really believe you are safe if you parked in front of Don's and you want to go to CIBC or come to the market. Can I say you're absolutely safe in a laneway? No. And that's just kind of the reality. So avoid the laneways. Take a look. See where your comfort level is. Are you unsafe? I don't think you're unsafe, but you're okay to be uncomfortable and adjust your life for that. Does that help?
Yeah,
Comments?
It helps explain your opinion. We have definitely some debate over whether it's, the general consensus is safe downtown. I would say more saying it's not than saying it is. But you're right. I feel it's dependent on the situation.
Well, we're downtown now.
For me, myself, I would not let my children walk through a laneway downtown Timmins. No. But on the flip side, Mark and I work down here. We work long, we work some wild hours, 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. And we felt safe, but we're also two males. Yeah. So I see it from
comfort levels are going to be different for different folks.
That's right. So then I'm always asked, would I let my grandmother come down here? Yeah. I feel safe with my grandmother if she stopped in front of Don's and walked up to CIBC or come to visit me at work or whatever. But if she says, I want to go see where the fire was behind such and such place, I'm going to be like, I will go with you.
What? Specifically for the BIA. So, just recently we've lost a couple businesses. Yep. Bella's Boutique, Mikasa Fashion.
Yeah, Mikasa
Fashion. I'm missing a bunch.
We try to keep track at our meetings.
I'm missing a few. So what, if anything, can the BIA do to assist these businesses to sustain through difficult times? Is there anything within your platform to be able to do that?
Well, so what I do is promote and market the downtown. So we want people to come down and shop. We want people to come downtown to use the services. We don't want people to feel uncomfortable or scared to be downtown. So that's probably first and foremost is what I'm trying to do. Change that attitude. It's 7:30. We're here at the corner of Pine and 3rd. Aside from a few people behind that one building doing what they do, there's nothing here. We're okay. And that's kind of the message I want to bring out there. The other one is that we're here to support. So we have marketing support, advice. I'm experienced in business development and creating business plans and loans. You have ideas, I can help you. I have all the connections of who and where to talk to get something done. Because, navigating the city is tough. Navigating the different programs is tough, and I have experience in all of that. So if you had a question about I want to expand, where do I go? How do I start that? Who do I call for or whatever? I'll sit down and talk with you and do that. So it's one of those things, a couple of things I'm trying to do, and just bring pride back downtown. So opening a business is difficult. There's supports for that. And I'm one of those stops.
There's a lot of free services that a lot of people don't realize exist in this city.
We also do printing sometimes. If you want to come print some flyers out there, I'll run some printing for you.
Or
we
just
also
stop by and say hi.
Stop by and say hi. I got a coffee machine and I hold court. No, I take a walk down here. Come see me. Talk about what's going on. Vent your frustrations. Sometimes it's just a matter of just being heard, and I'm here to listen. And you can often find me at this corner mid-afternoon. Right when I get tired of typing on my computer, I go outside and enjoy some sunshine.
Yeah, so they just looking at the feedback, they feel that, you know, our city in general isn't safe. The downtown Timmins isn't safe. I just want to make sure I'm not missing. So safety, I assume, has to be our top priority.
Yeah.
Over anything right now.
Yeah. Well, one of the things is, how you doing? I'm Cory. Hi. We're taking up the corner here, talking about stuff. How you been? Okay. So we're here, and there's a police officer that comes around. His name is Joel, and he's a new downtown outreach. And what he does is he's our beat cop. And it wasn't advertised as a beat cop for downtown, but as my walk-arounds have been happening, I keep seeing the same cop. And I'm like, hey, dude, I see you all the time. And he's the one, he actually walks the laneways. So the reason why there's only 4 people there is at night. If you try during the day, the police officer is there just making sure that they're okay. And sometimes police drive people who are nefarious away. And that's kind of created that safety. We have a new police chief, and that's their community policing thing. So there is a police supervisor who is interested in growing the downtown, and there's a guy with his boots on the street a couple of times a week during his shift. He's got a nice police job, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. His job is to kind of raise the level of safety and the perception of safety. So we have a police officer downtown again.
On the beat.
Yeah. And we harass people all the time. Like, we call them, hey, where's our beat cop, man? Like, we got things going on. We need a cop come down, just a walk. And now we're getting them.
Has that also increased, I guess, response time too? I've seen some concerns where, you know, the police are overwhelmed, the TPS, obviously, in every community.
Yeah.
I assume having a beat cop walk in the streets, being closer to, if there's an incident, that will help with the
and some of the incidents don't need to have a whole bunch of things coming down. They don't need to have like all the cruisers come. A lot of times it's just, hey man, are you okay? You just pass out in that flower bush. Like I said with the lady, there was a lady here in front of the CIBC. She was obviously in this planter here to the left. She was just walking and then she collapsed. The security guard was out. I happened to be across the street. So I walked over and I called the Mushkegowuk Firekeepers. And I said, this lady just collapsed in front of me. She looks like she's high. What do I do? I don't even know what to do here. What do I do? She says, well, just see if she's alive, first of all. Oh, okay, I can do that. So I bent over and I touched her hand and I said, excuse me, are you okay? How are you? Are you okay? And then she sprung up and she just had a moment. But that human interaction, and then I walked with her for a while and she found somewhere else to nod off. And that's just someone who is in the throes of addiction, who is high at the time, just deserves a little bit of compassion. And kind of like, I didn't want her to be lying in front of the CIBC, but I also can't send her anywhere. So we kind of just walked her for a while, found her a nice spot to just sit down. You're okay to sit here for a bit. You know, I got no ill will against it, but we can't have somebody lying on the street in front of the bank. So I did that. I'm encouraging, if you see that and you're uncomfortable, don't do anything. Call the police or call the sheriff or call me. But if you are comfortable, sometimes it's a quick, hey, are you all right? And they jump up. And that's all it takes. And that's all it takes. And, you know, I got her life story as we walked over to City Hall, and truth be told, I found her a nice spot to sit at the City Hall. People are allowed to sit there all day if they want. So that's where I sat. You're okay to sit here for a while. I just want to go back downtown.
Sonia makes a great comment. The more people that are downtown, the less undesirables there will be. I don't lock my door, refuse to. That's 1,000% accurate. Yep. I understand we're not downtown Toronto. This isn't King Street West. No, I'm not that naive. But the fact is, if you walk down King Street West or Yonge Street in the middle of the night, the shops are open, the music's playing. Yeah. You see younger generations, families. Maybe we could take a small bit of that and bring it to downtown. I mean, should sure that would be a goal. But the more people out shopping, eating, walking, the
And
less
flooding the
undesirables.
downtown will, you know, deter some of that bad activity.
Would we ever? Would it be ever okay if I put a barricade up here all summer, Monday to Friday, all weekend long, and then put some patios out, and then license
a
it,
massive downtown street party.
and then just have a party, and just have it like a lounge area or something like that? That's what I would love to see, and that's where I'm putting my energy.
Well, downtown Midland does that.
Yeah, and Sudbury's their downtown streets. It's one way for half the year because it's all patios and it's all party all night, and it was fantastic. And they have some great things going on, and we're a few steps behind. But one of those things we do is we go drive around and look at a BIA and say, this works.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal that and bring it home.
There's another question about, it says the city, but I'll focus it on the BIA also, because we're here to chat Downtown Timmins BIA. Is there any subsidy money, grants for businesses that are looking to improve their security systems?
100%. The community improvement grant, I'm just going to be a politician, the community improvement grant. So this year we put in a security subsidy, which pays 75% of your costs up to $7,500. So how that works is that if you wanted to put a camera up, if you wanted to put cameras on this corner, nice cameras, and you wanted to kind of secure your building and put a new lock on there and maybe put some shutter resistant sheeting on your thing, you can get a contractor to lay all that out for you and say it'll cost $10,000. You take that, you bring it to the city, and you say, I want to apply for that grant. Here is my bill for $10,000. You can qualify for up to $7,500 of that. So whether it's a $100 purchase and you get $75, or $1,000 purchase and get $750, the city did that, and we did that as mayor and council, identifying that
75%.
75%. So if you want a beefier lock on your door or a touch keypad, make yourself feel better, apply. That's there, and I can actually help you with that application. I know how to do all that.
And you can do that
Another BIA service.
at your BIA services,
We should,
which is right
continue
down here.
walking.
Yeah,
So
let's
it's
continue walking down here.
7:42. We did promise people we'd walk. Corey, where else would you like to take us?
Any other laneways you want to hit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, laneways seem to be safety's the priority.
Yeah,
obviously.
people want to see.
And laneways is one of the big point of concerns.
Hey,
That's someone waved to you anyway.
that's
yeah.
Robert Boucher.
Robert Boucher.
The lizard.
Aquatics and exotics.
Yeah.
Man, I can't pull these names out of my hat today. It's been a long day.
One of the newer business
One of the
owners,
brand new
downtown
business
Timmins.
owners. He brings the iguanas and lizards to our downtown markets.
And he's an editing genius, by the way.
Everybody loves when they show up like that.
He's an editing genius.
He's fantastic. I've talked to him outside lots.
Yeah.
Lots of suggestions and help.
You've taken selfies with that iguana.
Yeah. So if you're ever looking for us, we're in this building here, the Elmar building, 85 Pine Street South on the main floor.
Yeah.
You walk over, you'll see the BIA logo on our door. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. It's 8 feet of logo.
This
on
is
our
your
door.
8 feet.
your newer space.
That's our new space. Yeah, so we've been here
that's your
for
new
a year and a
space.
half,
Yeah.
2 years.
We're gonna keep close
Keep
to
walking,
Derek
yeah.
as he follows along with us.
Oh, we're running a little long. Oh, I wanted to show you in front of the Buckavetsky's, talk about that fencing.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's jaywalk somewhere.
Well, we're going to J-Rock.
Yeah.
J Rock.
J-Walk.
This
And
isn't
this-
the trailer park.
Okay, so if I may have a small gripe, I hate this right in front of us here.
The
We'll
road.
wait for the car to
infrastructure.
cross.
Yeah, let's wait for this guy. There we go.
They cut this up in the winter, repaired the thing, repaired the pipes, put down coal patch.
And it's
You know,
You want to show the
It's
road
set.
there?
it's just
sunk.
terrible.
Yeah.
We have this beautiful brick, and it's old. It's 40 years old. It was put in when I was a kid. Beautiful downtown scaping, and then they tear it up and they put down this. I don't like it, but I think it's part of a bigger issue.
Can the brick be re-added? I'm not a contractor, so I have no idea. But you're right.
The brick
does
is
look
the brick. The problem with the brick is that it's so old and it's been scraped down so much that it's only wafer thin at this point.
cool. Okay.
Like it's hard to find. And you'll see the different styles of bricks, like different shapes and different things as we try
It's hard
to
to keep ripping it out and putting it back in.
exactly. So what might happen is that we've talking at the OBIA, the conferences down south, that people don't really care what they're walking on as long as it's flat, level, and clean. So maybe we can get stamped concrete, or we can figure something out to replace the bricks, because they are starting to go beyond looking nice bricks and now looking into rotten decay. But this is going to become a longer conversation because the city will have to pay to do that. But again, it's starting to hurt there.
One of the things people get frustrated with is when you do spend money to fix things up and make them look nicer, they get damaged.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating personally,
Yeah.
whether it's downtown Timmins, anywhere in your life. So are we doing enough with the, well, I guess you could always do more, so that's a leading question. But the fact that we have the cop on the beat, the street cop, the beat cop,
Yep.
we have the security guard who's here mainly in the evenings, I assume. Do we have the budget? I mean, this is probably a council question outside the BIA, but we do have the budget. Can we add a guard? Is there anything else we can do to get feet on
Like more mat tax that can be used for that, or is that an entirely different?
Well, mat tax is specifically for drawing in tourism.
No. The mat tax.
For anything?
Quickly, the mat tax comes in as a charge on hotel rooms. It comes to the city and it gets split. Half of it goes for tourism.
Okay.
It's tourism. The other half is city coffers. It's the city budget. There's no stipulation. There's no nothing to it, which is why we like when I wrote those terms of reference, I put it so that we have these things to do with it, a guiding principle of what to do. But at the end of the day, the mat tax on the city side can do whatever we want with. And the original security guard and outreach was from the mat tax.
Okay.
So can we use the mat tax to redo that for another year? We can.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use regular city coffers because it's turning into a well-received program? We can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
That pilot is ending in August or July.
Okay.
Not sure. And it's ending one of those 2 months, and then we'll review whether or not we want to maintain it. And that's a council discussion. Okay. The BIA will actually talk about it, and I'll very likely write on behalf of our board of directors and membership that this is something we like and we want to continue. Mm-hmm. And that's where the BIA lobbies. That's where I take my council hat off and I put my job on and I lobby for more things for downtown.
You can crack the reins.
Correct. Right. And then I lobby in there.
One of the things, so I just want to make sure we hit on all the topics. So right now we're looking across from the CIBC.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that have changed recently is the fact that people, your banks aren't accessible after a certain hour, 5, 6 p.m. Well, I mean, how much, once again, I'm sure the BA has had discussion with bank management, but do we see a time where we can get in and access our ATMs and bank machines after hours?
The ATM closure is an effect, is a cause and effect. So the homeless population, the homeless explosion, people want to find a place to get out of the rain and out of the snow and sleep indoors. So until there's housing for them, you're going to see them go back in there. So long as there's a homeless issue, it's prudent on the banks to close their vestibules. It's prudent for us, and I'll segue into this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So for years, people would sleep in here, right in the back, on both sides, on this side and the other side. And people really just wanted to be out of the rain and out of the snow or out of the wind and sleep. About 2 years ago, it turned into, unfortunately, a toilet. And instead of just being a place to sleep where we would come up in the morning, what used to happen is we would wake up, we'd come to work, we'd come over and be like, hey, bud, okay, you can't sleep here all day, gotta go. So they would get up and they'd go. Over the course of time, hey, bud, time to go. Abuse. So a different segment of our homeless population moved in. They started to destroy it, smash the windows, things like that. So the security grant, we reached out to the owners of this building and we said, the city will pay 75% if we can block this off. So this is one of our first things as the BIA using that grant for. So he says, it's going to cost a couple of grand to put these fences up. They'll put it up right away, bolted to the concrete. Mm-hmm. I need you, the owner, to pay 25%. I'll do all the paperwork to fix the rest of it. And then that's how these came to be. They're ugly. I really don't like them. I wish we could put some decoration on them, but we are looking at something to cover them up to make them look nicer.
Okay.
But this was a last minute kind of emergency solution to really the toilet that happened in here. Mm-hmm. And it was just terrible. So we had to take some action and we did. This is ugly, but we'll work on something better. But this is an example. If this is something you need, the city cannot pay for.
Now, are there any plans to turn this into another booming business?
I wish I had real news for you. They've been tight-lipped. We've been speaking with them a few times about what's going on. In the meantime, this is where we host our market. They actually give it to our market for free in exchange for us kind of keeping an eye on the building.
It's a great location for those pop-up shops.
Awesome. And what I've been floating with a bunch of people is, what if we had like a cafe on one side and an incubator on the other, or a place to hang out or something like that. But this is the perfect spot for an entrepreneur to put their mind together on something and do it. Like it's like a blank canvas in there. And speaking of blank canvases, I'm going to try and put some art on this white wall right here.
A mural.
I have a question for Emma. Someone wanted me to ask. The question is, do you feel safe downtown?
Do I feel safe? I would say I do. Obviously, I keep my wits about me, but I keep my wits about me anywhere as a young woman walking around. I go and I walk around the Timmins Square and I have people leering at me there. I wouldn't say that I feel any more unsafe walking around downtown by myself than I would walking anywhere else by myself.
Thank you. Just making sure we would don't miss anything that folks are asking or questioning. Sorry, Cory, so you wanted to mention the murals?
Oh yeah, I want to put I'm hoping to get some art to put up there because it's a blank canvas. Why not?
What I mean, you can
some artwork.
Well, me, anyways. Okay, so we are back on third.
Third, yeah.
Just passing the Seizure and Brain Injury Center. Amazing folks in there. There's a lot of services downtown.
Tons.
Tons of services. I have a question, and this isn't downtown Timmins. This is every downtown. It's a bit of a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
So, really, there's not much you could do with the parking besides sometimes you could build a parkade.
Yeah.
So you're very limited to what you could do with the parking.
Yeah.
But even in my hometown, Thunder Bay, I chatted to the mayor about this, is why do we continue to charge people to park downtown if we want to encourage people to come and use the businesses? I get it's probably a revenue thing. But to me, if you can do anything about parking, it's removing the meters.
Absolutely not.
No, you don't agree with that?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because if you had free parking, and we did this last year.
Okay.
So this person here,
Yeah.
and I don't want to call up any particular person.
Okay.
No.
So they have a 2-hour limit there.
Yeah.
If there was no parking fee and no punishment for staying there, they would be there all day.
Right. So
the parking fee is not about making money. It's about encouraging you to not park there all day. So this is almost $10 a day in parking to stay there. If you come out, put $2 in there every 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas it's $50 to be in a parking lot over there.
So what if there was a way that if you visited a downtown business shop, it's a big city term right now.
I would love
you
that.
can validate
the parking.
You can validate the parking.
So I've percolated that idea with our digital app because I'm wondering.
It's 7:52. I know we have them for about an hour. Well, why don't we do this? Ronnie, we're going to get you to play the sponsor reel.
That's right.
We do have a couple gift certificates, $50 gift certificates for the Downtown BIA to give away on our Wheel of Winning. We'll come back. We'll finish it up with Cory, and we'll give away the gift certificates. Roll it, Ronnie.
Gerona's Board and Kelly Lawyers reminds you that their Helmets on Kids campaign is happening this Thursday night, 6 to 8 at the Sportsplex. Register your child now for a free bike helmet. Online, gbklawyers.ca/Helmet on Kids campaign. And Canada's must-see mining event is the Timmins Canadian Mining Expo, Wednesday, June 5th and Thursday, June 6th at the McIntyre Arena. Come and watch the jackleg drilling competition, which is free to compete, and get a resume put together now, as that will be your free entry into the job search for the job fair. And Timmins' newest candy store is Sweet Freeze Timmins. Come and try their new Sweet Freeze dried kiwis and ask about their new Sweet Freeze surprise boxes and more. Shop their selection online, sweetfreeze.ca. And Sports for Kids Timmins is looking for donations to help assist local kids with low-income families and help them play organized sport here in the city. To help out or to send a donation, contact Colleen Landers today, 705-268-1112, or email her today, sportsforkidstimmins@gmail.com. And register now for the Seizure and Brain Injury Center's Color It Up 2024 fun event. Happens Saturday, June 15th at 11 a.m. at Gillies Lake. To sign up now, you can register at sabic.ca. And get a ticket now for the Porcus Stampede and Rodeo, happening the weekend of August 23rd, 24th, and 25th in Porcus. Tickets and information online at porcusag.ca. And grab your putters and let's play some mini golf all summer long at the Mini Putt and Batting Cages. Now open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. for your putting pleasure and batting cage swings located in Hollinger Park. And follow your little ones all summer long with Timmins Little League Baseball. Follow their action online, timminslittleLeague.ca. Are you ready, Timmins? Magic Men Australia coming to the Mac Ballroom Saturday, June 15th at 8 p.m. Tickets and VIP tickets still available through Eventbrite. And the Schumacher Lions Club end-of-year banquet is coming up Wednesday, June 19th at the Lions Den at the McIntyre Arena. The festivities begin starting at 5 p.m. And the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming Timmins Porcupine want to thank you for an incredible IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's this past weekend. On behalf of Tracy and her entire staff, they wanted to say thank you for your support. Nominate a nonprofit today for Love for Your Nonprofits and win them free advertising on KINZ and KLOMP. With a big thanks to the Schumacher Lions Club and Sebastian Vermette Insurance and Financial Limited. Calling all dancers and vendors. It's time to register now for this year's National Indigenous Peoples Day celebration in Timmins. Register now through the Timmins Indigenous Organizations Committee Facebook page. And sign up now for the second Aren't You Glad We're Sewing Retreat. Happens the weekend of September 27th through 30th at Northern College. Tickets are over half sold though, so don't wait. Get yours now through Eventbrite. And if it's time to buy or sell, then let Albert seal your deal with Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders. Check out all his latest listings, including this one at 105 Hudson Crescent, Timmins. Call him now for a showing, 705-465-3493. Do you need financial advice or mutual fund investment advice? If the answer is yes and yes, then contact Sebastian Vermette Insurance and Financial Limited. He's your go-to here in the North. Call today, 705-264-4395, or stop in and see them, 239 Wilson Avenue. And for windshield replacement, stone chips, rust-proof undercoating, vehicle detailing, and more, it's Uniclass Plus Z-Bar Timmins. Book your spring, summer appointments now by calling 705-264-4440, or drop in and see them at their new location at 616 Riverside Drive. For all your security needs and more, you call Matagami Security Solutions. Contact Lilit now and his team today. Contact at MatagamiSecuritySolutions.ca. And rent a bin today with Rabino's Petrocan. You can rent them in the 8, 15, or 30-yard sizes. Perfect for your next decluttering or roofing job. Call Frank today, 705-288-8027. And on the big screen this week, it's Garfield for the little ones, If and Ferocia, a Mad Max saga. For tickets and showtimes, log on to ImagineCinemas.com. For your spring and summer deep cleans, you need to book DAP Cleaning Solutions. Stripping, waxing floors, windows, or any other cleaning job that you need done, you need to put the trust in Andrew in DAP Cleaning Solutions. Call for your free quote today, 705-465-3500. And to keep tabs on all the upcoming urban park markets in your downtown, you need to follow the Downtown Timmins BIA. Follow them online, downtowntimmins.com. And get a ticket now for the hottest concert of the summer, Rock of the River. Happens July 18th, 19th, and 20th at Hollinger Park. Country night features Dean Brody and Tim Hicks. The Party Gras Friday night features Brett Michaels and Dee Snyder of Twisted Sister. And Rockin' Saturday features Live and Buck Cherry. For tickets and all the acts and more, visit rotr.ca. Have She's Connected grow your business. Find out how by following Mel and Mel online at she'sconnected.ca. And it's May Mayhem. It continues all month long at Jackpot Time Timmins. Double line jackpots every day for the month of May. Book your slot now at 251 First Avenue. And she's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc., Amanda Lynn Mayhew. And check out this new listing and more with Jessica Gervais at Royal LePage Northern Realty Leaders. See what's hot on the market now. Online, Jessica Gervais at royallepage.ca. And something fun for everyone at Midtown Bowl. Book a summer pizza party package now. Contact Nat at the Alley today, 705-267-3500. And stay tuned for the June details of free mini putt coming soon at the Mini Putt and Batting Cages with Dare Timmins. And for all your Punjabi delicacies and more, you need to order from the Punjabi Restaurant, located in your downtown at 211A Algonquin Boulevard East. And the Canadian Tire Garden Center is now open for you at Canadian Tire Timmins. Now open 7 days a week with great selections now in stock. Come and see them today today. Also mark off June 1st and 2nd for Jumpstart Days, Family Fun Days for the entire family, 10 to 6 bowl days with fun for the kids 10 to 3, including bouncy castles, Spider-Man, Mickey and Minnie, cotton candy, popcorn, and more. Sign up for summer camp at Camp Bickle. You can now sign up online at campbickle.ca.
Still staring at the eclipse
Yeah,
there,
that's
KINZ.
right.
You
What?
still have it.
No,
He's
I-
staring at it
you
for
know,
hours.
Did you see my glasses?
Yeah.
Don't be
Right.
knocking my eclipse.
Called in
glasses.
sick for 2
Did you
weeks.
see the RMSS glasses he's got there?
Yeah, they're nice.
These are nice shades.
Yeah.
We picked that up from Spirit Week.
Yes, the Spirit
Yeah.
Challenge.
Spirit Challenge. Yes.
All right, Corey. So we got a couple gift certificates, but chance for any closing comments. We could probably spend 4 or 5
Probably
hours
could,
walking
yeah.
around. But
So to make the life in city better, you need to put your efforts into making it better, and every little bit helps.
Mhm.
And this walk brought me down a laneway I don't think I've ever been in. We're
Mhm.
behind where our office used to be, and it's clean back here. I love the city. I love the downtown, and I want to see it grow and prosper. And I want to help those who are wanting to help things. And we do that with a team. Stacy's been here for 13 years, and she is one of the hearts and soul of our organization. Emma's on her 5th round of trying to make downtown a better place for everybody. We have second year business, 4 years old your business, but now second year
2 years in
downtown,
downtown. Yeah.
and all of us together make our downtown better. So what I'm always asking everybody to do is, if you've got an issue and you've got a concern, you've got something negative, call me. My personal cell phone's on my business card. You can Google me, you can call me, you can text me, you can Facebook me, you can reach out to
When
me.
they message you online, you're not ducking under the table.
I generally
you
not.
would generally answer those comments.
Generally do. I don't always get to them. There's currently 300 emails in my email box that I just haven't got to, but I respond as much as I can and help as much as I can. If you have something, a concern, bring it up. Tell me. I tell everybody downtown. If you got a problem, tell me. If you want to celebrate something, tell everyone. Because negative comments go a lot further than positive comments. And it's only those of us who see the good through the bad that have the ability to do that. So I'm asking everyone to help that. And I'm always available. I'm always around. And I'm walking the laneways trying to do what I can with my own 2 hands. And I need everybody else's 2 hands to do this better.
That's it.
So thanks for helping me do this. Thanks for my staff for coming down and doing that, and the opportunity for everyone and my board of directors who support me while I do this. Because I said, hey, I'm going to take a walk with KINZ and KLOMP. You guys okay with that? And they're like, they literally said, are you okay with that? I'm like, yeah, I'm good like that. That's good. That's good.
Right.
This is something I love doing, and I want to make our city better. I want to make our downtown better, and one little piece at a time. So thanks thanks everybody for watching.
Sherry Tremblay, who's on the board.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah, we know Sherry. She said the comment keeps skipping, but as a community, we can make positive change happen.
That's it.
That's right.
Sherry is Sherry is actually my boss. She is the chair of the Downtown Board of Management. So she directs a lot of the stuff that we do. And I would not doing this without her support.
Shout out to all the volunteers.
Shout out to the
All right,
volunteers,
Ronnie,
for
it's
sure.
Wheel of Winning time.
Yes.
2 winners, $50 gift
$50 gift cards to shop
gift
downtown.
certificates.
Gift certificates.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
So Ronnie's going to
good luck to
roll
those
the
who
wheel, and Derek will nod if he's rolling the wheel.
win. Is he rolling it, Derek?
Yeah, that's right. And Derek's
he's
going to
spit out the name for us.
Derek's going to give us the name there.
Yeah.
Here, I'll come behind you.
Selena Maria Bishop.
All right.
Bishop,
all right.
Selena. There we go. So Selena's winner won.
The first $50 gift certificate.
And she picks that up at the Downtown Timmins BIA office.
She can come and sit and collect it from us.
And your address is again?
85 Pine South.
Okay.
We were in front of it earlier. Suite 108.
Suite
Can't miss it.
108.
All right, number 2, Ronnie.
Number 2. Who's going to win?
And the winner, it's still rolling. You're missing all the action here.
Roll
kids.
in. All right.
Yeah. And the winner is Sherry Tremblay. Do you want us to redraw?
No, yeah, redraw. No.
Redraw,
Ronnie.
Ronnie. Sherry's an amazing, the head of the board.
We love you, Sherry, but you can't win this award.
Conflict of interest.
I wouldn't even say that. She's just not allowed.
We have the same rule. So we have a Tara LaBelle.
Perfect.
Tara LaBelle.
All right, we'll have those ready
Tara.
for you tomorrow sometime late lunch, early afternoon.
All right, so come on by to the BIA offices and pick up your gift certificates.
Great.
$50 each. Nice.
Crystal said Reg Delawell, but that's why we redrew. Unless Ronnie's up to his shenanigans
He's
again.
up to his shenanigans.
Well, trust me, we make sure Ronnie's legit. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Let's do this
Around.
during the
Thank
day
you,
next time.
Stacey.
All
Thank
right.
you, Emma. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Emma's going to be on What's Up Youth, airing 7 p.m. on
Yes,
Fridays,
on Friday.
which is a competitive show of yours. What's up in the community?
Yeah,
You're
What's
in a
Up
ratings
on
battle.
ratings.
Yeah,
The
it's
May sweeps are
sweeps.
on for KINZ
And
and KLOMP.
Caleb, they're both amazing shows, but Caleb might have took week one.
You gotta-
I think
week
there's
one.
tons going on in this community.
There's lots.
Kinsman. You're going to be
both
flying.
for youth and for everything going on.
All right.
Yeah,
All
good way
right,
to
Ronnie.
wrap up the week.
Well,
Thanks, everybody.
close this out, Ronnie. Have a beautiful night, everyone, and we'll see
See you guys
tomorrow, right?
tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
You grow up